Welcome to Soulful Alchemy, where we listen, relax, and get sleepy to the lovely stories and melodies. My name is Alice, and tonight we will be going through the story of Amelia's time travel. So relax, get comfortable, and slowly close your eyes. Let's get to the story by listening to a few affirmations. Take a slow, deep breath and repeat these inside your mind. I release all the stress and tension of the day, allowing my body to relax completely. I am safe and at peace in this moment, ready to embrace a restful night's sleep. My mind is calm, and my thoughts are serene, creating the perfect atmosphere for deep relaxation. I let go of any worries or concerns, knowing that tomorrow is a new day. Each breath I take brings me closer to a state of total relaxation and tranquility. I am grateful for this time to rest and rejuvenate my body and mind. I'm hoping that you are comfortable now. So let's get into the story of Amelia's time travel. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage nestled deep in the heart of a mystical forest, lived a young girl named Amelia. Amelia was not your ordinary girl. She possessed an insatiable curiosity that often led her on incredible adventures. But tonight, her adventure would be unlike any other, for it involved a mysterious contraption that would change her life forever, the time machine. Amelia had always been fascinated by the concept of time. She would often sit by the old grandfather clock in the corner of her cottage, listening to the rhythmic tick-tock and wondering what secrets time held. Her grandfather, an inventor and tinkerer, had passed away when she was just a child, leaving behind a workshop filled with strange gadgets and gizmos. Among his creations was the most enigmatic of them all, the time machine. The time machine was a remarkable device, a brilliant combination of polished brass and mahogany wood. It stood tall and proud in the center of the workshop, its gears and cogs hidden beneath a network of intricate dials and levers. Its existence had always been shrouded in mystery, for her grandfather had never spoken of its purpose. It was as if he had left it behind as a tantalizing puzzle for Amelia to solve. On this particular night, with the moon casting a silvery glow through her bedroom window, Amelia couldn't resist the urge any longer. She knew it was time to unravel the secrets of the time machine. She tiptoed down the creaky wooden staircase and into the workshop, her heart pounding with excitement. Moonlight filtered through the dusty windows, illuminating the time machine's complex design. Amelia approached the machine cautiously, running her fingers over its polished surface. She noticed a small, ornate keyhole at the base of the device. The key to the time machine was said to be hidden somewhere in her grandfather's journal, a book filled with sketches, notes, and cryptic diagrams. Determined to unlock the machine's mysteries, she hurried to her grandfather's old oak desk and retrieved the journal. As she flipped through the pages, Amelia's eyes widened in astonishment. The journal contained detailed instructions on how to operate the time machine and a description of its incredible capabilities. With trembling hands, she located the hidden compartment within the journal and retrieved the small, brass key. It fit perfectly into the keyhole of the time machine. With a deep breath, Amelia turned the key, and the time machine sprung to life with a soft hum. Lights danced across its panels, and a low, melodious tune filled the air. The workshop seemed to come alive as well, with tools and gadgets emitting a soft, radiant glow. It was as if the very essence of time surrounded her. Amelia carefully followed the instructions in the journal, setting the dials and levers to the precise coordinates described by her grandfather. She watched in awe as the time machine's gears spun faster and faster, creating a mesmerizing whirlwind of motion. The workshop blurred around her, and she felt a tingling sensation in her fingertips. Suddenly, with a dazzling burst of light, the time machine propelled her forward through time. She clung to the machine's handles, her heart racing as she witnessed the world around her changing rapidly. She saw landscapes morph from ancient forests to futuristic cities, and people from different eras flashed by like fleeting memories. Finally, with a gentle jolt, the time machine came to a stop. Amelia cautiously stepped out, her eyes widening in wonder. She found herself in a place that seemed to straddle the line between reality and fantasy, a lush, enchanting forest bathed in the soft glow of 1,000 fireflies. As she explored this new world, Amelia knew that her adventure had just begun. With the time machine at her side, she could journey to any moment in history, uncovering the secrets of time itself. Little did she know that her path would lead to unexpected friendships, incredible discoveries, and the realization that the most magical moments were those spent exploring the mysteries of the past and the wonders of the future. And so, under the starry sky of this fantastical forest, Amelia's bedtime story became an endless tale of time, adventure, and the boundless possibilities that awaited her. With the time machine as her guide, there was no limit to the enchanting bedtime stories she would create for herself, night after night, in the magical world of time travel. As Amelia ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, she marveled at the ethereal beauty that surrounded her. The trees stretched high into the sky, their leaves shimmering with hues of emerald, sapphire, and amethyst. Unusual creatures flitted about, their wings adorned with iridescent patterns that matched the splendor of the flora. Birds with melodies that could rival the finest symphonies sang sweetly from the branches. As she walked further, a babbling brook came into view, its crystalline waters flowing over smooth stones. She knelt by the edge, cupping her hands to drink the refreshing water. It was unlike anything she had ever tasted, carrying with it a hint of magic that made her feel revitalized and alive. Amelia knew she had to explore more of this enchanting land, so she continued her journey, following a winding path that seemed to beckon her deeper into the forest. The path led her to a hidden glen where an ancient stone circle stood bathed in the soft glow of twilight. In the center of the circle was a massive, moss-covered stone that seemed to pulse with a faint, otherworldly energy. Drawn by an irresistible curiosity, Amelia approached the stone and placed her hand upon its surface. A sudden rush of images and emotions flooded her mind. She saw scenes from the past, ancient druids gathering in this very circle, performing mystical rituals under the moonlit sky. It was as if the stone itself held the memories of those who had stood here long ago. With a sense of reverence, Amelia whispered, "I wonder how far back in time this stone has witnessed." To her astonishment, the stone responded, its surface beginning to shimmer and ripple like a pool of water. A doorway into the past opened before her, and she hesitated for only a moment before stepping through. Amelia found herself in a world vastly different from the enchanted forest. She stood in the midst of a bustling medieval village, with thatched roof cottages lining cobblestone streets. People in colorful garments bustled about, and the air was filled with the aroma of freshly baked bread and the sounds of laughter. Intrigued by this new era, Amelia decided to explore further. She visited the local marketplace, where merchants peddled spices, textiles, and curious contraptions. She tasted exotic foods and listened to minstrels sing tales of knights and dragons. She even made friends with a young squire named Thomas, who had dreams of becoming a knight himself. Days turned into weeks as Amelia immersed herself in this medieval world, experiencing its customs and traditions firsthand. She learned the art of archery from a skilled bowman and helped the village healer concoct potions from herbs and flowers. She even witnessed a grand jousting tournament, cheering alongside the villagers as knights in shining armor clashed in epic duels. But as much as she cherished her time in the past, Amelia knew that her heart longed to return to the enchanted forest and the mysteries of the time machine. With a heavy heart, she bid farewell to her new friends and approached the ancient stone once more. As she touched its surface, the world around her began to blur, and she was transported back to the mystical glen. Amelia stood once again in the enchanted forest, the stone circle and the ancient stone now behind her. She marveled at the incredible journey she had undertaken, the adventures she had experienced, and the friendships she had formed. The time machine had given her the gift of exploring time itself, and she knew that her bedtime stories would never be ordinary again. With a heart full of gratitude, Amelia made her way back to the time machine, her mind already racing with thoughts of her next adventure. As she turned the key and the machine sprang to life, she couldn't help but smile, for she had discovered that the greatest bedtime stories were the ones she created herself, in the magical world of time travel. And so, with the time machine as her faithful companion, Amelia's adventures through time continued, with each journey revealing new wonders and enchantments beyond her wildest dreams.